cousin, godmother, mentor, friend, and many more things. But one thing I am not is for everybody. I'm going to say that again. One thing I am not is for everybody. And unfortunately, I learned this concept very early in life. I could be included in a group of friends one day and be casted out the next. And I would take that thing so personally, like, gosh. So walk with me a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Imagine being 6 years old. Okay, I want you to find that. And when you find your 6-year-old self, start thinking about your friends, your group of friends, and different things like that, what you were doing. And so being in a group of friends one day and being casted out the next, wondering why your friends don't like you anymore, wondering why don't they want to share with you anymore? Why don't they include you anymore? Then comes along a person whom you've never considered to be a friend. It's not that you didn't like the person before, you just never thought of them as a friend. Then friend comes in your life and you realize you're having the time of your life. You get introduced to new ways to play old games. So Mother May I becomes your favorite game. Better birthday parties. They got better cake over there. Dope slumber parties. You even learn that you like certain foods. So maybe all you ate was peanut butter and jelly, and now you might like a little strawberry jam on that thing. You find yourself wanting to try out for different clubs and different after school activities. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, your new friend introduces you to their group of friends, and you realize that each of them are different, but in a good way. They know what you don't know, and you know what they don't know. And it feels weird, but awesome at the same time. You feel like, wow, I belong. So you start to forget about the other group of friends. You start to forget about that hurt, that pain that came along with you not fitting in, them not sharing things with you. And so all of a sudden now you're getting better grades, you're happier, you're always doing something that stimulates you. You're getting better opportunities that weren't even there before. And life is good. Okay. Now imagine this entire scenario, but as an adult. I need you to imagine it again as an adult, as an entrepreneur, a brand new entrepreneur. So a couple years back, I remember seeing some classmates on social media doing their thing as an entrepreneur. Social media can kind of make it or break it for you. Some people, you see them and they have all these wins, and I'm not saying these people that I saw were getting creative with the truth, but they were only showing wins. So there I was thinking, okay, every day gonna be a win for me. Okay, tried it. I would get one thing situated and then realize that it led to a rabbit hole of other things that I needed to do. So for those of you who had to and are still funding your business, I see you. I really see you and I feel you, because it's hard. And when we thought 2020 was going to be our year of true bliss, everybody was excited for. We were rooting for 2020. And then the pandemic was like, nope, I need y'all to go sit in that corner and think about your life. And don't come out until I say so. Child, please. At that time, I was 2 years in the game. And I remember finding out about funding opportunities that were very specific to my city and my community. But I was hearing about them after the deadline to apply. And I was hearing about it from people who I didn't even consider as friends. See, there was no bad blood or anything between us. We just spoke from time to time in passing. I may have met them at some event or may have run into them, met them through a mutual friend. So it was no bad blood, but we just didn't sit down in the same circles all the time. We didn't share that intimate space. But they took the time to tell me, hey, or at least inform me like, hey, did you apply for such and such? No, I didn't know anything about that. So as I gathered this information, I took it back to my group of friends and was pretty devastated. I was many things, okay? I heard, oh yeah, girl, I applied for all of those. Or yeah, I applied for that about a month ago. So I felt like Shady Baby just took over my body and my face did the talking for me. You know how Shady Baby can show those looks. And so without saying a word, my face did the talking. So I think what hurt most is that this group was a group that I confided in, I broke bread with, and I shared happy memories. And that 6-year-old showed up. She showed up wondering, what happened? Why didn't they share with me? See, they knew my journey. They knew my struggles personally and business-wise, but they didn't share. But you know what? It was their right not to share. It was their right to decide if they wanted to share or not. And so guess what? I exercised my right to go where I'm included, where I'm celebrated. No hard feelings, no love lost, And since then, I found several places that include and celebrate me as I do them. I'm sitting in places and spaces that I never thought I could, never even dreamt of it. I'm learning things beyond my wildest dreams. I'm getting introduced to people that are moving, whether they're moving in silence, whether they have a platform. I am being included. My name is being mentioned when I'm not in the room, this time for opportunities though. Most importantly, I'm meeting some of the most dope women that now have a place in my tribe. That's what happened when you belong to a tribe, to a village that shows up for you. And so being a Black woman, being a Black woman who has her own business, I learned quite a few things about belonging to a village. See, a village is the backbone of a country's economy. It is the key to environmental balance. And so operating as a village can reduce poverty and raise income, along with promoting generational wealth. This isn't a new concept. Many of us just stopped showing up. Many of us decided to venture out and go alone. And when I hit the big fish, I'll go back and feed my people. No, sis, teach me how to fish. Don't catch that fish for me. I want to learn what you learned. Some of us decided that our money has really no true value. Many of us decided that our dollars are best spent in another community. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, going to buy something that's made from a white person when your Black sister, your Black brother over there is making the same thing, okay? The more of us that left, the less fertile our ground became, the less strength we had in numbers. If we don't invest in our own, why should anyone else want to? Why should we expect them to? Research tells us that our Black dollar circulates in our own community for about 6 hours. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time. Our Black dollar circulates in our own community for about 6 hours. That's hours. Other communities, their dollar circulates in their community about of a span of 17 to 28 days. Days. Where did we go? Why did we leave? We can come back. We can come back home to our village and sustain economic empowerment by sharing resources. We can. And some of us are starting to do it, but we need more people to come back. We need you to come back to the village. If I'm not for you, direct me to someone who is in our village that I'm for, and I'll do the same. A step further, if an entrepreneur supports your business, but their services that they offer don't align with your needs, I bet you know, I can guarantee that you know someone else who can benefit from that person's service. So I dare you to share that post, that video, or pass along that flyer. I dare you. I bet you won't do it. If you have a customer that you know in your heart of hearts that you cannot serve, refer them to someone in your village. Give someone else that flour so they can make their bread too. We can all eat, sis. We all can eat. Sharing your resources. Give someone else that flour because they got to bake bread too. They need to eat. If we say that, and I often hear it, if we say that we need to go back to, we need to go back to the village mentality of, the village is supposed to raise the child, because back in the day when the village was involved, that child was covered from every angle. So why isn't it the same when we talk about our business? Yeah, that's a child, and a child is precious, but so are our businesses. We raised this business from the ground up. We took a vision and gave it life. Why can't we have that same mentality? It's fitting. Just recently, I went to a pop-up, and the young lady that was hosting the pop-up, she was relaunching her business, but on that flyer that she posted had several different types of business owners on there. I saw a pretty row of just different logos, and they each were selling something different. And so I applaud this young woman, because here she is relaunching her business, but she's bringing her tribe with her. She's giving flour to other people so they can bake their bread. I walked into that pop-up, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I saw different people in different corners, but even though they were in corners, they were still included. Different spaces that people were sharing, and the laughter, the aroma of food, seeing, not literally, but just seeing that dollar circulate in that tiny space, but it was so huge. You had vendors there promoting skincare products. You had vendors there selling food. You had vendors, just all types of things. And so guess what? Her people, the people in her tribe showed up. The people in that other lady's tribe showed up. The people in that chef's tribe showed up. Everybody from everywhere showing up. That's what we need to do, show up for each other. Because if we show up for someone else, if we continue to show up for someone else, share our resources with other people who really don't want us at the table. They don't want us there. But if we continue to export, we're not going to have anything left for ourselves. And so I challenge you today to understand that the village never left. We did. We thought we could do it better on our own. We thought we could go it alone. Come back. It's okay. Come back. I'll hold your hand. Let's win. When you come back, that 6-year-old will thank you, and I will thank you too. Thank you very much.
Ashe and amen. Ashe and amen. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. No. That's it. Like a kid said, that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna waste this 7 minutes. Y'all speak. If you have any comments, any questions, raise your hand. I'm pulling up to the stage. This is the last moment of pulling up to the stagers. But that was so beautiful, and it was an excellent charge because you left it in our court. You said, because we done got through our trauma, we done talked about our pain, we talked about who did it and what they did to us. But you said the village never left. We did, because we thought we could do it better on our own. You on my toes. You in my street. You in my house, sis. That's real. That's so sobering.
While this is my idea of a village. This right here, what you have created a village for us. This is the village. This is the vision that I see. I didn't even know before, like while I was thinking about, how to strategically share my thoughts with this TED Talk, I had no idea that this experience would be exactly what I was talking about. Had no clue. No clue. And so things just worked how they were supposed to work.
That's right. That's right.
We ain't got no shadiness in here.
None at all.
None at all. So we all gonna check it.
100%. Real quick.
We raising strong babies in here.
Yep. Big girl energy.
Big girl energy.
I love that, Neff. Beautiful. And I was going to ask if you had anything you wanted to say while they're queuing. Before I bring up the first question or comment, rather, do you have anything you want to say?
I think it has been said already. I echo everything that has been said. I will never get tired of saying this. Casey, you are queen. You are the epitome of excellence. You operate in excellence. You gave us what we need, and it is given what it's supposed to give. Okay. And I see in the comments like it's full circle. Yes, like I remember my Blaze line sister Nina and we were talking. That's my line sister.
I love that. Okay.
And we were talking about how everything, it seemed like none of us really knew what we were going to talk about. Like I had no idea what she was going to talk about. I had no idea what other women were going to talk about, but it all fits. It's like different puzzle pieces just connecting. And it's like, now we have this beautiful piece of art that is ours, and it's so valuable. So this is everyone who has attended this, whether it's a heart, whether it's a comment, whether it's just a, it has been, I thank you because you have poured into me in ways that I've never been poured into before. And I appreciate it.
Say that. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Neff. And we did it, sis. Like, we came together, we brought our gifts, we brought our intentions, and when we pulled this off, we did this. It's world class because we did it. All right, I'm gonna pull the comment on the stage, and that is from June, Auntie June. We love her so much. She says, Neff, this is the message of the day. Amen. Especially with the past years we've been experiencing. Amen. We must come back together. Thank you, sis. Amen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amen.
This is wonderful. Yeah.
Amen. And that's real. Like, I mean, it's stuff. I mean, y'all, it's stuff that was happening behind the scenes that the 893 don't even know. We at 893 now. 893 don't even know. We've been getting together every week in November. We was getting together in October, getting the programming together. Like, y'all don't even know because we had to give from our overflow, huh? We had to give from our overflow. We had to give from our overflow. It's more stuff y'all don't even know. Y'all, these powerhouses have come together. I have put my platforms in, they put their platforms in. We stream into about 50 different platforms right now and have been for the whole 5 days. It's stuff that, but when the village comes together, like the measure, the count is immeasurable because the village came together. This ain't me. I couldn't do this by myself. Nothing near this, but the village came together. So we syndicating like Oprah did. Come on now. Without permission, right? Love it. I'm gonna bring up the next comment. It is from our good sis Akia, Miss That's It herself. She says, proud of you. Remember, it's okay to charge your worth. We believe in you. You got this.
And that's from Apply Pressure herself.
Yeah.
I am so grateful for that. That is Miss. Go ahead and apply pressure. Thank you, cousin.
Y'all are beautiful. All right, so we're about to dive into the last session of the day, and then it will completely wrap up the summit. Some housekeeping items. Please do rate all of the speaker sessions in the feed. In the feed, there is a poll tab. Please make sure that you rate these final sessions of the day. Y'all have done an incredible job rating everyone. I can't wait to give the speakers their feedback. I know that they are going to be just in awe, but I'm not surprised at all at the feedback. And then aside from that, remember, you have replays for 3 months. It's going to be blazeknowledgeacademy.com, but the platform is shutting down. So let me tell you something. If you come here tomorrow, listen, the doors will be locked. The doors of the church will be closed. I'm sorry. But you do have the replays for 3 months. All right, y'all. I love you and I mean it. I'll see you in the final session over on the other side, where I will be giving a keynote closing speech called Let Me Hold Your Hand. See you in a minute. Love y'all.